Wherapy. Therapy wherever, whenever.
So the next country on my therapy world tour is Costa Rica. So if you're from Costa Rica and you want one free therapy session, then send me an email or send me a DM through Instagram. My Twitter handle, or Wherapy's Twitter handle, or Twitter handle, what am I talking about? Wherapy's Instagram handle is at Wherapy_ENG. So follow me, send me a DM, and the first one to get in touch will get a free therapy session. So the next aspect of Christmas, Yuletide blues, Christmas depression, that I want to talk about is meeting the family. And what I'm kind of referring to the most is meeting the family as an adult. So as an adult, you're going back to your parents, and you might be bringing your children along, and or it might be the first year back since you moved out of the house, and you're going to your parents, and a lot has changed. You have become an adult, but you're entering maybe your old house, the one you grew up in. Either way, you're going back to your parents, and they're seeing you in the role of the child. You're their child, yeah. Whereas you kind of see yourself as an adult, and the conflict that occurs there, yeah. Because family systems, that's something that very few of us think about. If we have our own kids, then we have a family system. You might be a dad or a mother. You might also be the organizer of the family, the funny one in the family, the thinker of the family, the kind of disciplinarian. Everybody has different roles. Yeah. And when we meet our parents and we have our roles from our new family, they clash with the roles that we have from our old family. Yeah. So when if we're kind of the organizer, the caregiver, yeah, and then we come back to our old family for Christmas Day or Christmas Eve or whatever, and we're having some dinner, then our role as the caregiver and the organizer clashes with maybe our mother or our father if they were more the caregiving organizer of the old family. Yeah. And likewise, the person who's kind of organizing and setting the rules and maybe being the person who makes sure that everybody's, doing what they're meant to be doing. Yeah. If you're that person with your new family and you go back to visiting your parents, then you might clash a lot with your dad, because typically they're the person who's kind of bossing people around there. Yeah. And then you also see that your parents are kind of assuming your role. Yeah. So you feel a little bit disrespected, or ashamed, because they're assuming your role in front of your children. Yeah. And this is what leads to some sort of bickering and conflict between people within that system. Yeah. So there's a big clash of systems, and if you're the person who's recently moved out, you've also kind of been in a period of discovering yourself and creating a new identity. Yeah. And that new version of you might be clashing with what your parents, what their version of you is. Yeah. That's something that is quite typical. Yeah. If we've gone away to college and we're moving back, or we're not moving back. What am I saying? I'm a bit tired, sorry. If we've gone away to college and then we're coming back for Christmas, holidays, and we've learned all these different things, and we've tried to adopt a new identity to to create some sort of independence, yeah, an independent identity. And then we come back to the place that has preconceived thoughts of who we are and who we should be, and treats us according to that. Yeah. And their way of treating us would clash with the new identity that we have formed, and that also can lead to a little bit of bickering and conflict. So, and all of this, of course, and can lead to some sort of Yuletide blues or depression, or even thinking that this may happen. The days ahead of going, the days before going away for Christmas can be very anxious, filled with anxiety, because you're kind of expecting this to happen. Yeah. So that was a little bit of about how family can affect our mental state during Christmas. What are your thoughts, by the way? Leave them in the comments below, and stay tuned for the next part, where I'm going to discuss about what the holidays makes us think about.